What is up? What is up, guys? This is Mark with the Mic, and this is another the Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. Joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What
I
is
almost
up?
forgot my name. Almost forgot. Long night. I got home like around 1:30 in the morning. Went to see Elimination Chamber live at Philadelphia West Fargo Center. The Fargo Center is really nice. I'll tell you that much. Like, they have a nice little setup going.
So is it like here where they renovated their stadiums? And their arena?
Yeah. They cleaned out. They did a lot of renovations because I remember last year going there. It wasn't like that.
Okay.
So they
So
fixed
they
up.
got
They
that
added more
money.
restaurants and things like that, which was cool. They even had like a little arcade area.
Interesting.
They had like basketball playing and like ice hockey, the things and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean a classic?
Yeah,
Arcade. You don't
yeah.
Space Invaders and Donkey Kong arcade, do you?
They had some video games. They had like some car games and shit. None of the old.
Did they have cruising?
Nah, it was like a Fast and Furious bullshit, but
Boo.
yeah. But they fixed the stadium was nice. Like they fixed it up a lot. It had like new food and everything like that. They had like a whole gourmet area and things like that. So that was kind of cool to see.
All right. Good to hear.
They even had like their own like Philly related like chamber shirts. They had one with the Sixers logo on it. They had one with the Flyers logo on it
Right. Okay.
for hockey and basketball.
Wow.
So it was cool. I didn't get none of them, but I'm not a fan
Sounds
of
really cool.
both teams. But yeah, you know what I wanted, but the line was way too long, and I was like, fuck, I ain't waiting for that. I wanted to get the puppet of McMahon, the double McMahon.
Okay.
I really wanted to get that.
That's cool that they have them now. All right.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you know what? I might order it. He might be cheaper online anyway. And also, I didn't get shirts there because then I go on their website and it's like buy one get one for $1, and I'm like, why don't I buy a shirt here then?
Same exact shirts?
Yeah,
Oh, they don't have like.
they don't have the Philadelphia like exclusive
Oh,
ones,
I
but
got
everything else they have on there.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything.
Interesting. They don't have like arenas like a live show shirt only shirts.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
cool
was
if they had stuff
those
like that.
those were the Philadelphia ones.
No. I mean, just in general, like they don't just. That's not a thing.
I think they had a program shirt. Yeah, I think they had one program shirt, but you could get that online.
Even that. Wow.
Yeah, they usually sell those
Ooh.
online. Yeah,
Make them exclusive like figures. God damn it.
yeah. But then I has a way online. I don't want to.
There you go. That's a part of the. Hey, that's the plan right there. Make
Yeah,
that money.
yeah. So yeah, today's show was gonna be kind of short. We're gonna do our full review of Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna have it more in the perspective of watching it live. You're gonna have it watching it at home. So those are a lot of things I missed because when the chamber is there, that whole
Okay.
big square that's in the middle of the arena goes up because that's the lock for the chamber, and that's what brings it up and down.
Gotcha.
So we don't have the extra screens like we usually have for any other pay-per-view.
Oh wow.
So there's things that we will miss. We only have our direct vision of the thing, and we had good seats. We're pretty close to the ring and everything, but still we
Okay.
miss things. Like if it's in the far ring where the entrance was, we couldn't really
Yes.
see it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm watching it now, so I've seen like most of the show now. Like I'm at the tag match. I think that was the last match I watched.
Okay.
So. What I love the New Day outfits. I'll tell you that much, and then I'll tell you more. But yeah. So it was a different experience. But the fact of seeing the chamber live, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was.
So like it's just a bigger cage match.
It's a big. It's a cage with a hood. It's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
But it's not a Hell in a Cell because the Hell in a Cell is a square hood. So this one has like
yeah. I got you.
it has like a little house. It looks like a see-through house, a little see-through like a plant house, like a
Like a greenhouse.
like a greenhouse. Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like that, but with chains and stuff like that. They did fix it to make it more safe, and I'm fine with the whole more safe because I tell you one thing: listen to any other wrestler that had experience in Hell in a Cell,
Okay.
not Hell in a Cell, in Elimination Chamber. They hated that match.
Wow.
Every single one, Booker T, a Big Show, Triple H, RVD, any person you hear an interview about the Elimination Chamber, they hated that match.
Now the reason is what?
It hurt. It was like they were landing on chain.
Oh, okay.
There was no
So like they
give.
haven't innovated on that since like the old ones
They just fixed it. They changed it. They have like
recently.
they have
Oh, okay.
they have mats inside between the pods, so it's
Wow.
not just a chain you're landing on. At least a mat. It's kind of the mats that they have outside the ring.
Okay, I
So
understand.
it's like that, and it's understandable. And I'm like, all right, I'm more for more safe than pain. I'd rather have these guys working more than not working. You understand?
This is true.
So they did do some safety cautions for it, and I'm fine with that.
Good stuff. Glad to see they're
Um,
innovating even today.
yeah. So, and I think it was much needed, especially the fact that they brought it back as a yearly event because they
Mhm.
took it out for a while. We didn't get
Okay.
one for like at least 2 years.
And they have a usual replacement for it? Like, so when they don't do that pay-per-view, they
They
do
did
another one specifically?
they did that Roadblock pay-per-view.
Okay.
That
So
was
no, it's just another side pay-per-view
yeah,
sometimes, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was originally it was No Way Out, and then became Elimination Chamber, and then became Roadblock, and then went back to Elimination Chamber.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah,
So how was the show?
it was a fun show. The crowd was back and forth. Like honestly, this is one thing I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want your favorite wrestlers to get where you think they're supposed to be, cheer for them.
This is true.
Have a response to them. You sitting down and just clapping or just not making noise is not good.
I understand.
And there's a
Can't
lot of
pick it up with a
guys that
microphone.
should have had better responses, and it's just like people are lazy. The biggest pop, I'll tell you the honesty, the biggest pop was Taker.
Okay.
Everyone got
Very
on
much
their feet for
understandable.
Taker, and I understand that. But you have all these guys that work every fucking week, and like you're cheering them, but you're not really like showing that the enthusiasm that you want and show for everyone else and kind of thing. It's a little thing. Like if you want to see your guys succeed, cheer for them, make yourself heard, because
You're right.
that's what McMahon listens to. He listens to the crowds. He doesn't really listen to the people. He listens to the crowds,
Yes.
and that's where he gets his ideas from. That's where he gets his take and his judgment from is from how the crowds react.
Gotcha. Very
Like,
understandable. I mean, that's the shows, right?
how does Zack Ryder, Carl Hawkins get a bigger pop than Humberto Carrillo?
I don't think he has any type of
I don't think he has like much of a fan.
backing.
Yeah,
He's been on TV for like at least 2 months straight, and
people are
it's
quiet
just.
with
I
him.
mean, excuse me. Besides his injury
Yeah,
when he was DDT'd in the concrete,
yeah.
but he had a steady pace since he's come up, and he's just kind of people
Just
ain't feeling him.
yeah,
He's working his ass off and he's getting time, but people ain't feeling him.
yeah. Like I cheered for him. I made sure I cheered for him. I cheered for everyone. This is the thing. I love everybody, even the bad guys and the good guys. I'll boo the bad guys. I'll cheer the good guys.
Makes sense.
And that's pretty much what wrestling is. And it's just like again, you make a reaction for the guys you like because Drew Gulak got a good reaction, but that's his hometown.
Yes. This is
He's a
true.
hometown hero, so he got
Well,
he got a good
that
pop.
match in general, that
Yeah,
they were on it, they got up to their feet when Daniel Bryan was,
yeah,
getting up. Like,
yeah.
all right,
So like it was a big mass of like misreactions and shit like that. And I think people should again you talk all this shit that this person's not doing it. Show why you like the character. Cheer for them. Simple as that.
true.
That's what McMahon listens to.
Well, that's an odd one because I don't hear many people say use Humberto, but I hear people say use, you know, unfortunately named Shorty G
Yeah,
and your man Apollo Cruz,
yeah,
but they weren't in action.
yeah.
And there's a bunch of other guys out there. It's just
Oh,
whispering in the wind.
yeah. I'll be honest. Street Profits was slightly quiet as much as, but once they won, they got a fucking crazy reaction. But when they came out, it was a mediocre like response.
Really?
I
Okay.
think honestly the biggest pops was Taker.
Okay.
Aleister Black, and Heavy Machinery, New Day.
Interesting.
And I
'Cause
feel
what?
bad for Tucker because he don't get cheered. It's just Otis.
Yeah, but he's
He
got to find his personality because him just
Tucker's gonna
being a
betray
good
him.
friend is like
Tucker's gonna betray him.
something. Yeah, because him being good in the ring, as a lot of them are, isn't enough to get over with a lot
That's
of
true.
people,
No, that's
as
true.
you can see.
Yeah. So that's my little take. It's just like, yo, cheer for the people you like. Like,
Hmm.
you want to see more? Cheer for them. Simple as that. So we start off with kickoff. Did you get to see the kickoff?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the
The Viking
what's that
Raiders
tag
versus
match? Yeah.
Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins. I'm always excited to see Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins. Those are, again, we're big fans of the Major Wrestling
Yes.
Figure podcast. So I am always excited to see them wrestle. It was a solid match. They got
I
some
thought it was
moves
a
in at
fun
least.
match. Like again, it came off to me as like they got over. People was like happy to see him. They got their good offense in. I like the little call outs and then the misdirection during the match
Yeah.
at one point, and then Kurt Hawkins called out. Which one is the bald one?
Eric.
Eric. So he caught Eric off guard, and with Zack Ryder running around on the outside and the
Yeah.
apron, I was like, all right. So it was good to see him get a little bit of their signature offense, but unfortunately, they got beat up.
Yeah.
So
Talking about Kurt Hawkins, check out the FCW special. It was really good.
okay, what's that on?
The network. It
Wow.
aired
Okay.
right after the pay per view.
Oh, those commercials they were showing. I got you.
It was really good. Kurt Hawkins and then Seth Rollins. This is like the beginning stages of what became NXT.
I got you.
And it's really good. Really, really good. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I give it a 3.5.
Yeah, I gave it 3.5. Fun match. Still, just like a TV match. Nothing special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next match, Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak.
This was my match of the night.
It
Those
was
they
something.
went at it. Like it took them a hot second to warm up, and once they got going, it was on. Like I love to see Daniel Bryan get almost to that Planet's Champion technical, real evil-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And Gulak was bringing some of that out of him, man. When he was kicking him, he was getting him. And I like to see Gulak go in.
I really would like to see this match again and a good. I think they could go for a good half hour.
I think so as well. I also think they could be a good tag team. Like if anybody to tag team with him,
Yeah.
if they would have seriously go with Gulak, because I don't like how they talk shit on the mic.
Yeah.
I don't like Michael Cole talking that shit on the mic.
Yeah.
Like who?
You're supposed to
See,
like
2 weeks in a row, he's
Yeah.
he's mispronounced the guy's name. Who? You know what I mean? Don't do that.
you're supposed to hype these guys. You're not supposed to shit on them.
Yeah. So I mean, but I know he's being like dismissive because because Gulak's character is healers, but
Yeah.
I mean, in this storyline, that doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
So-
Michael Cole is supposed to be the main commentator. He's not supposed to be a character. He's supposed to just call the fucking match. So you not knowing these names, you're not like that. You're discrediting yourself in a way.
Yeah, it's a little what is inconsistent.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, and that's disrespect. You're supposed to hype these guys up. They're not supposed to build into your ego, kind of thing.
no, but you know that's written for him. But I don't like you said. His character is not supposed to be that guy.
Yeah,
That's why it's inconsistent.
like
if
it's Gulak.
if
If
he's
it was
not a character guy, why are you reciting lines like you're Corey Graves? You know what I mean? Like coming up
Exactly.
with insults.
Yeah.
That's Corey Graves.
that's
Don't do
Corey
that.
Graves, yeah, or Baron Saxon is the baby face Corey Graves. Like he just cheers the big good guys and talks shit about
Agree.
the bad guys.
Agree. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I give this match a 4.5.
I give it a 4.5 as well.
I
Very
would have
much
gave it a
like-
5 if they would have had a little bit more time. I would have liked to see Gulak work the neck more than he did, because like yeah, you saw the weakness like come out, but you didn't see the work on the weakness.
I agree, but I also would say that suplex was disgusting,
Oh yeah,
and a grown man falling on his head like that, that will mess up anyone.
yeah,
So again, the reason I like that match is like everything seemed to mean something. Like You saw Brian's reactions after he got
Yeah,
hit with that. You saw how he slowed down, like he
yeah,
changed it up a little. Like so everything ended up meaning something, which
yeah.
is what I really like in wrestling.
No, and
So
I agree, 100% agree with that.
it
Daniel
just worked
Bryan
for
is a storyteller, and he told the story of his neck, and he got kind of like shocked in that area.
And yeah, it was like not enough people play that up. You get hit
Yeah,
with a devastating move, you're fine. 2 moves later, I was like, I don't like that.
yeah. So I was sitting next to Julio with this
Shout
event.
out to the Jap Star.
Yeah, Jeff Star, he was with me. So he unfortunately like, someone couldn't make it and had extra tickets. So Jeff Star jumped on it and he was able to come. I'm glad he was able to come.
Dope, dope.
Um, so yeah, like one of the things that German was fucking deadly. But if you really looked at how Daniel Bryan like landed, yeah, that was genius. Because yeah, it did look like he landed on his neck, but he like curled himself, so he kind of
They're
landed
smart
more
guys.
on his, huh?
They're smart guys. They know
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
handle
yeah.
themselves.
Like I give him so much credit. I was like, yo, that's genius kind of a way. And then that
Hmm.
backwards suplex, that reverse suplex from the top rope was fucking mean into
Yeah.
the to the
Yeah.
dragon sleeper. I thought that was sick.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, kudos to Gulak and Daniel Bryan. I would love to see more matches like this. I like matches like that. So, 4.5.
Yes.
Next match is the United States Championship match. Andrade defeats Humberto Carrillo. I'm not
And
surprised.
I thought it was a pretty decent match.
It was a good match.
I think it was maybe their best match because I would say first time they fought was the gauntlet and it was like, he just got stomped out in DDT.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next few times it was constant shenanigans.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. This match, Zelina didn't have any interference. Like
She
this
has
was more of a
slight
straight up fight.
distractions than interference. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like a straight up fight, like if anything.
Yeah.
And I kind of still like how Andrade will. He's one of those people that I let get away with a roll up win just because when he does it, it makes him seem smarter than you.
Yeah.
Because it's usually a counter to somebody else rolling him out. And
Yeah.
it's like that's been like a few times he's done that. So
Yeah.
it's all right. I
It
give him
was
three
good.
point five.
It was a exciting match. I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought they both went at it pretty well. I did like that. That Hurricane was crazy,
Yes. Yes, it was.
and
It put everybody in shock. Like they was going in because the crowd was chanting holy shit. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
all right.
But
So it was like little ups and downs in the
yeah,
match, but
like by the end of the match, people were cheering for Humberto, and like in the beginning of the match, people weren't really cheering at all.
hmm
So good match between them. I'll give it a 4. I thought it was a solid like run around between them two. I think it was the one of the better ones they had.
yeah.
Yeah. Next match, SmackDown Tag Team Championships Elimination Chamber match. You had the Miz and John Morrison, which were the tag team champs. You had New Day, Usos, the Lucha House Party, Heavy Machinery, and Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
And I guess we should shout out the MVP of the match, Lindsay Dorado.
Fucking crazy ass motherfucker.
Unbelievable.
Man, we saw him start. He looked like a turtle from Super Mario Brothers.
His color scheme though reminded me of somebody. I can't remember who. It was like a not Batman, but somebody else like in that similar vein. I thought he had a really like dope outfit.
Yeah, that's his action. Well, that's the action figure colors he has.
Like his newest one?
Then his current figure. That was his
Really?
action figure.
Cool shit.
Yeah. So I was
All right.
actually cool with that. Metal League, he had a weird costume on.
It was
but he changed
interesting.
his
He
mask up.
reminded me of old Juventud for some
He
reason.
looked like Hooven, dude. I said the same thing.
But I saw he had what's that the scarf that MJF like that everybody wears? Was that Burberry?
Yeah, he had like a
I
kind
saw the
of.
Burberry pattern on his outfit. So I was like, all right, he's trying to stunt. Okay.
Yeah, I did like the mask change. He had his hair out and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they
He did some cool
did their
stuff too.
things.
That Hurricane Rana to Morrison off the
Yeah.
top of the chamber was actually pretty dope. So.
Yeah, that was really good. I liked a lot of the match, but there were some things that kind of annoyed me. But other than that, there's some little botches here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I love the New Day outfits. They were like paint by number.
What's that?
So
That's the thing. Like,
so they were all white.
spot has a color
Yeah, each spot has a
corresponding to
number,
it. Okay.
and then
Yeah.
on their booty they had the number colors.
Okay, that's what the colors were for. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was all white, and then it was paint by number costume. It was pretty dope. I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I would say,
I
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say besides Lindsay, I would say like the person who had my favorite moments throughout that match was actually Morrison.
Morrison.
He was on
Yeah,
the slide just doing some cool shit, and every time he punched somebody, man just got a good ass punch.
yeah,
It just looks like he's just knocking people out. But
yeah,
his innovative offense really came into play this time, and
yeah,
I'm like, I appreciate it, especially the figure four into the Starship Pain. I was like,
yeah.
all right, that's pretty dope.
That was pretty good. I just saw that right now. um, yeah, because I have it on mute right now, just playing. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what happened just now. My little grip was well, heavy machinery. I actually liked the spot. I thought actually it was an interesting spot. Let's just knock him
Okay.
out.
Yes.
Um, again, let's say Dorado fucking flying, doing a backflip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, please don't
Full.
die.
Full. Like that
Yeah.
was crazy.
But like the New Day Uso, like towards the end, I was like, why? Why did you just jump Morrison and Miz and just fight it out in the end?
Yeah. You're
Like
right.
you're supposed to have this new mutual respect for each other. I think that kind of annoyed me a little bit, and I was like, all right, but I was like, but then again, like you could say the egos got in the way, and then they attacked, and but I was like, but don't you guys hate Miz and Morrison more? Let
I
bygones be
agree.
bygones. That you
I
did it with
agree to
Bobby
a point.
Roode and Ziggler.
I agree to a point because you know why? They set it up in the match that they have like the honor duel.
Yeah,
So I always feel like when somebody does that, you gotta ignore everybody to do the we're gonna stare at each other and then we're gonna all right, then we're gonna get, run into each other and start
yeah,
punching or go for broke, but in a focused way where it's just you two and you ignore everybody. So I get it. Doesn't make sense in a chamber match.
yeah.
I would say that.
No, because they did it. They were doing it before this. They did it
Mm,
to Ziggler and Morris, and they kind of teamed up against them, and they got them out.
you're
So I
right.
was like, all right. So you, the fact that you're teaming, and he was like, all right, we're the better teams. Why don't we take out everybody, and then we'll fight in the end?
Fighting again makes the most.
Yeah. So it was just like little things like that that kind of annoyed me. I was like, yeah, because I was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense in a way that is like, yeah, you guys did it before. You were doing it most of the time, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, fuck this guy.
It did lead to a funny moment. I don't see if you keep watching, you'll see it.
Yeah.
When they do that and Kofi misses the splash, right?
Yeah, he missed it the third time.
And
He's,
oh yeah, no, he said two times
yeah,
because
two
then
times. Yeah,
Sadie said the third time's a charm. I
yeah,
saw that. That was pretty funny. The little goat emoji.
yeah,
Um, but there's a funny moment because you see Morrison before that close up to the camera, like in the bottom left corner, and you
yeah,
see him peek like he's okay, like you tell he's clearly okay and
yeah,
pretending to be out, but he's like in character, not like, oh, I need to do something to not to how wrestlers have to look
yeah,
busy in a match. It was like an in character moment, and I thought it was cool because he immediately slides under the ropes and then pins him when he misses. I'm like,
yeah,
that was kind of cool.
yeah,
It's just like this again, little moments like that where to take away something because, like you said, didn't make sense,
yeah.
and there'll be a little moment to bring me back in. So
Yeah.
I
I
really
did
like
like how
that.
they ended the match. They both like pinned the person and kept him
Yeah,
down, and it made sense with that. The Star Champagne into the figure four leg lock. The Star Champagne was pretty cool. Overall, I like the tag. I think the tag elimination chamber match was the best one on this
I
card.
agree.
So I give it a
Definitely.
four
I
point
give it
two five.
I give it 4. I would
Yeah,
I would I would rate it higher, but like you said, there were a few things in the match. It's
yeah.
just like again, I understand we're watching wrestling, but it's still sometimes some things do still need to make more sense.
Yeah, I feel
So
like again, you gotta stop like trying to play around with our intelligence.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
we are like, especially if you could be a casual fan and you still probably could pick up on these things.
yes, I 100% agree.
Like,
And we're not
exactly.
just picking on anybody that's not like our favorites because we love the New Day, we love the
We loved all
Usos,
those tag teams. We are very
but
positive with every
it's
single
like
one of those tag teams.
you gotta say like, come on, that just looked weird. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's the case. It's like we're not really hating on it. Again, we love all those tag teams. We're fans
Mhm.
of the tag team division. We want more for the tag team division,
Sure.
and we could see how much potential they have, and they just don't do it.
Yeah,
And that's our like we want the best out of this tag team division.
I agree.
So yeah, it just didn't make sense in that sense, and I was like, all right, like I kind of it kind of threw me off the match, but again, I still enjoyed the match for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Next match was Alex Black and AJ Styles. This was actually a really good match. I really like this match.
It was vicious. At some points, I was like, these guys are gonna be like, they're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
And my favorite spot though was when Aleister Black countered the calf crusher with the kendo stick across his face. Because on camera they caught that shit like zoomed all the way in, and it just looked mean.
Yeah.
That was rough.
I
like,
did
that.
like.
That match was brutal.
Yeah. Really good match. I think they did the spot for Taker very well. You kind of predicted it because they were waiting. It felt like they were waiting.
I see where this is going. This is going to be a tag match. It's going to be. I think it's going to be Aleister Black and Taker at Mania versus AJ in the club.
I'll take it.
That's what.
I'll take it.
Or if it's a singles match, the club's going to beat up Taker and his help will be Aleister Black. Yeah. Put it that way.
Yeah, I can see. I can see both ways. Yeah, I agree. But it was a good match. I like Alex. I think I want a singles match without the shenanigans because I think they will make a hell of a match together.
I agree.
It's the same thing with him versus. I kind of want to see. So AJ Styles, I'll say something. He since he kind of followed the steps of Balor after the Bullet Club. Him and Balor do a lot of the same moves. If you ever notice. So I'm like, why you gotta take everything from Balor? You took his club. You took his move. I was like, God damn, man. Can't have anything.
Can't let it go. Can't let it go.
But anyway, I like the fact he did the Bloody Sunday. They were a bit more vicious, and I think when you get these guys that are very into the match, I think you get more out of them, and I think you could do a lot with them.
I agree.
But yeah, the biggest pop in the night was Taker. The lights went out. You heard the gongs, and the fucking crowd went nuts.
It was smooth too. That transition was smooth.
Not so smooth.
Oh, you got to see it there.
I saw his ass go under the ring.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I saw his ass go under the ring, and I noticed when he got sent to the back.
Okay.
So cool. He went under the ring. He went all the way to the other side.
Nice.
Yeah, so he went under the ring. He went all the way to the other side. And then when they were cleaning up certain things like that, you saw a bunch of crew fixing rings and stuff like that. You see him in a hoodie and a hat and running with them. You know why I know it was him? Because he can't run straight. He has a boat leg right now. So he kind of limps when he walks.
Gotcha.
And that's how that's Taker. But honestly, if you're a new casual fan or you're just like that, it's still amazing just seeing him come in and come out, and they do a good job doing it. Again, it is a show. It's not. It's not like fucking has to be real about everything. Taker is a fucking dead man kind of thing. So it is a show in the end of the day. But I caught his ass. I caught his ass going.
But I have a question though.
Yeah.
No sign of his Saudi Arabia trophy.
No.
What the?
The Nickelodeon Guts trophy was there. It would have spotted him out.
Okay.
I was like, yo, that shit glows in the dark and shit. You gonna see him? You gonna see this trophy in the dark?
But imagine how spooky that is. You see that shit moving by itself.
Yo, that would have been cool if you would just saw the trophy on on their apron.
Yes.
It goes dark and you see the trophy on the apron, and they're like, oh shit, and then he comes out and does what he does.
Stop giving him ideas. See?
Nickelodeon Guts.
Oh my goodness. Do you have it?
Alex Black defeats AJ Styles. That fucking black mask was fucking mean. He cracked AJ Styles. He had full contact to AJ Styles' head.
You could just hear it.
Yeah, but Alistair has such control of that kick. I know for a fact that it didn't hurt AJ Styles whatsoever.
Yeah, he took a whooping during that match.
Yeah.
I will say, and he got the match. What was it? The Magic Killer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got beat down. So good to see him come through.
Yeah.
With the aid of the Undertaker.
And kick the shit out of AJ Styles. Aleister Black wins. I give this again. I'll give this a 4. I like the match a lot.
I give it a 4 because it's the Undertaker.
Yeah.
It was a brutal match on top of that, but I give it a 4 because that pushed over the edge.
Yeah. Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits defeat Seth Rollins and Bloody Murphy, with the little assist of the Viking Raiders and KO.
That was funny,
that was a cool spot. He put his popcorn to stay still, and he's like, okay. And he stunned him and fucking done.
Did you get to see I retweeted it. I don't know. I forgot if I sent it to you. Somebody caught it up close because, again, on camera, you see different things.
Yeah.
You see when Seth Rollins, like maybe towards the end of the match.
Yeah.
Actually, like the last part of the match. When KO shows up and he sits down on the table, throws the popcorn and AJ and
he throws it in his face.
And you get to see KO point to the side, like very, very slyly at Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah.
And then he hits him. It's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Like KO is he's on that national treasure list.
Yeah.
He's another person who's got the little small details.
Yeah. Oh. And you know what? He was one of the other people that got a really big pop, man. People started coming to see him come down. Because he came down from the crowd with a box of popcorn.
I could imagine.
Kind of reminded me of Dean Ambrose. I was like, Dean Ambrose kind of did that too.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, he did it against Seth Rollins. He had like a thing of popcorn and he threw it in his face and then DDT'd him.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh shit.
Anyway, so Street Profits, Seth and Murphy. I think they had a great match. I thought the match was really fun.
It was very entertaining. That's one of the things I liked about it.
Fucking Dawkins showing his ups, man. Doing them drop kicks. He's like on the same level as Montez Ford.
He was running drills. He was just focused.
Yeah, he was like flying drop kicking everybody. I'm like, go Dawkins.
Yep.
So I was telling Julio, that's like your brother somewhere. I was like, you sound just like. I was like, yo, all you gotta do is get a Street Profit shirt and get some like red basketball shorts and tights under, and then your Halloween costume.
Yeah, he got the Angelo Dawkins style.
Yeah. I was like, I was telling him, like, you ever hear him like interview? Like, yo, he sounds just like you. And he agreed too. He was like, God damn, yeah, he does.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I call him Little Angelo Dawkins now.
Okay.
Because he's a lot smaller than Angelo Dawkins.
This is true.
But yeah. So you had I think these guys worked again together. Buddy Murphy's probably one of the best sellers in the business right now. He takes that DDT like a pro.
I agree.
And everything he looks devastating. And when he does the moves, he looks great. I could see a little tension building up in the Seth Rollins camp right now in this little group. But I think it's too soon. Like, I kind of want to see it build. And I think they have something. They just got to fix it.
I agree. But I think they need to give, I think instead of having it break up and dissolve, they need to go through a phase of strengthening where, because again, what they caught was Seth Rollins berating him before. When they lost the match, you could hear him say, "What happened to you? What happened to you?" Yeah. And then that's when KO comes in. But what I could see them doing to keep things going is have Buddy Murphy prove himself. Seth Rollins, because you keep losing the matches, so you got to prove yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't just we got to beat you up and kick you out. So.
Yeah, like I kind of want to see them build. I want to see him like I kind of see what like Buddy Murphy kind of molding himself more to a Seth Rollins kind of wrestler than him being a character, seeing that it's like a cult and shit like that. So you're trying to build up to the leader kind of shit. So I will actually take it aside and like, yo, have Seth Rollins start doing the curb stomp. Not Buddy Murphy start doing the curb stomp. Start having some moves that are very similar to each other but slightly different.
Gotcha.
And like have him like kind of be more of a follower in that sense, like him developing his criteria because that's the person he's looking at.
He needs a test of faith.
Kind of like Triple H and Seth. He started using the pedigree.
Okay. A little passing of the torch.
Yeah. And like showing him more, but building the characters of their trust and shit. And then little by little, you could start seeing him starting, like Seth using him to win matches and things like that, and him getting upset. And then you could really build into that, like down the road.
Yeah, I definitely could see that.
So other than that, I really did like the tag match. I thought it was really fun. I think Street Profits is full of energy and full of like charisma. It's gonna be
Great.
sad when they break them up, but like right now they're on fire.
Yeah. I just look forward to their continued success.
Yeah, I'll give this 3.75.
I'll give it a 4. It had lots of good moments in it. KO definitely was a
Yeah,
plus.
you know what? I
I
give
love
it,
the dancing in the beginning through the crowd. The
yeah, I'll give it a
squad.
4. I'll give it a 4 as well.
I love the energy that the Street Profits bring. Montez Ford with his high ass frog splash.
Yeah,
So
it was a good match, and in that tackle, Seth Rollins, but he died.
yeah,
Yeah,
I sent you the picture of
yeah,
him in the pose of Peter Griffin. Oh, he DOA.
yeah. Next match, it was probably one of my most exciting things that happened this week. Sami Zayn, Nakamura, and Cesaro, in the 3-on-1 handicap match versus Braun Strowman for the IC title. Wasn't a long match, but you saw where it was going. I had Sammy winning slightly different. My only disappointment in this match was Cesaro did not spin Braun Strowman.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
That was my only thing. I was yelling, "Come on, spin him!" I wanted to see Cesaro spin him, and then like the guy was sort of like, "Has he ever spun someone big?" I was like, "Yeah, he's spin Big Show."
Wow.
Like, oh, and then, like Big Show's the biggest person there. Like, who else is gonna be bigger than him?
You right?
Like, if he could get him in, he could get anybody. And then he spinned him, and he was like a 500 pounder.
Oh man.
So I'm like, and then he did Kali as well.
He did do okay. See,
He
I
has spin Kali.
wasn't watching when Kali was there. Okay.
Yeah, he did spin her Kali.
That's amazing. How did he not touch the ropes?
I don't know, but he spinned him. He stood very close to the middle.
Okay, all right.
But it was a decent match for what it was. Like, it was a short match, but it was decent. You saw the 3-on-1 kind of like really overpowering Braun Strowman. He did get his offense a lot, but I did like the way they finished. They did like a suplex into the Yakuza kick, and I thought it was pretty dope.
And I was gonna say, because remember you said the way you wanted him to win was different, but I'm glad at least this way that they've done it. There's no tension between the group.
Yeah.
They're all on the same page. And even in the beginning, the promo, Sammy was saying he's gonna take the lead and win the belt.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he lied about not tagging them in.
Yeah.
Literally lied. The first thing he did was tag in Shinsuke, which shout out to Shinsuke. That's an awesome ass outfit he had on. Like,
yes.
You know he's getting a new toy based off of that.
I liked the costume too. I was talking about it. People were like, "Oh, what is he wearing?" I was like, "I love it."
Like Japanese sunburns, and it was like all centered on the middle of his body. I'm like, oh, and he even went to the legs too. All right, good shit.
Yeah, I like Cesaro's new shirt. I actually want to get it. I'm waiting for that to go on sale.
Do you remember the saying from the Major Figure podcast? Was it Sweaty Makina?
Yeah.
He's looking at Shinsuke's outfit and he starts sweating.
Yeah, like, ooh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh baby.
He'll make like 500 Nakamura's, but not only one Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
What a shame. How dare you?
Damn right. But I did like the match. Our new winner.
I thought.
Our new champion.
Yes.
New champion, Sami Zayn. Yo, I marked out for that shit.
I marked out just for the story points.
Yeah.
And for Sami winning.
I was just really happy. This is his first title in 5 years.
Yeah, I saw that stat. I was like, that's ridiculous. He didn't even have tag team, nothing?
No.
Bullshit.
But he was hurt like a lot of that time too.
Damn. Sheesh.
Yeah, like you want to know what's funny that I was also spotted out. I was like, yo, you want to really see something funny too? Like the 3 guys he's teaming up with, he had a match of the year with both of them.
Oh, wasn't that the point of his group though? Because he pointed that out with Shinsuke. I remember that. He made a big deal to point that out. So I don't know about the Cesaro thing, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Cesaro no, but Shinsuke, yeah. Like that was his greatest competitor and things like that. He did talk about that.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, like both guys that he's teaming up with had a match a year with him.
And then just another thing to point out is just that the fact that almost everybody says, if you listen to the New Day Feel the Power podcast, every week could be a week where they just say how good Cesaro is.
Yeah.
Just the reputation of being the best wrestler there is. So in today's era. So that's cool.
Yeah, it was a good highlight for me. I was happy to see Sami Zayn win it.
Yes.
He should have. And
I feel bad for Braun. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a Braun fan, but I feel bad. He just never keeps anything.
yeah, I think he's gonna have a gimmick match every Mania.
Maybe he'll fight the three of them at Mania.
I think he's gonna have like a celebrity person fight.
Well, he already fought Tyson, right?
He's gonna fight another one. I don't know.
Not Mayweather. He's gonna fight Conor McGregor. There you go.
He's gonna fight a big ass sandwich.
Damn, I would like to see that.
Jenkins gonna jump in and take it.
Oh shit. No. You don't want him to get hurt.
That's the only time Jenkins is invincible. That's when it's for a sandwich.
He's like Mario with the star.
Okay. Yeah. Braun Strowman, he'll do the whole Hulk Hogan power up.
He bounces right
for the
off.
sandwich. And then once he eats it, he loses it.
Oh, okay.
And then he gets fucked up afterwards.
You get sleepy.
It was all for a sandwich. It was worth it. Yeah, so yeah. The Great Liberator is the new IC champion.
I love how Renee Young was like, please keep the pants.
Oh man, I didn't like the cargo pants. I'll tell you that much. Because I just noticed it was cargo pants. I'm like, yo, his pants look weird. He just look like a hobo.
Kind of like Sabu.
Yeah.
A little bit. They're not baggy enough, but it reminded me of Sabu.
Yeah. I did like what was it? Kevin Owens tweeted him.
Oh yeah, I saw.
That shit was great.
The MVP of the night. I just gotta say it.
Yeah. So we move on to the main event. I was pretty disappointed with this match, but
I just want to say something from that I noticed because you were at the show, so you probably get to see it. Well, I can't understand the reaction to the entire show based on this last match because what I've seen is so many people saying the show was the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen. Yeah. It was great, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but this one match was the only match that I could see any real problem with.
Yeah, I will say my biggest problem of this pay-per-view was this match.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
And I saw the entire pay-per-view from pre-show to this match. This is the only match I could really say I have any problems with. But, you know, I understand a lot of the things that happened in the match. But what?
But that's the thing. It's fun to shit on WWE. You ain't gonna shit on anyone else, but you're gonna shit on WWE.
Yeah, I guess so. You gonna shit on the entire pay per view? Really?
I honestly like I said, my
black match. Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, because
I can't with these people.
When I was talking to Minion too, like I was like, the only match I'm disappointed with the women, and I have a fair share of what I said makes sense. It was like, yo, why are you just made your whole women's division look like shit? They can't handle anything, and then also you built storylines in between this that didn't even get us to see the light of day, and that's what bothered me. It was a waste of time. Like I didn't even need the build up then if you're just gonna do that.
Well, I feel differently, but you get into it.
Yeah, but anyway, so we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It was for the number one contendership for the Raw Women's Championship. You had Shayna Baszler, you have Asuka, you had Liv Morgan, you had Sarah Logan, you had Ruby Riott, you had Natalia, and you had I think I'm missing one.
Shayna, Asuka, Liv.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ruby.
Really? Yeah, I was right. I was correct. There's no other person. Natalia was the last one that I mentioned.
John Cone.
Yeah, and John Cone. Anyway, so what I was disappointed with is the fact that you built storylines in this, and which you kind of even had the kind of build into it as well, because when they came in and they were in the pod, they kind of gave each other a certain look and talked a little shit and things like that. So you kind of saw the storylines kind of growing. My way of doing it was like I would have had all the girls come in before Shayna Baszler, have Shayna Baszler go in last.
Well, let's get into what happened in the match.
So pretty much she came in halfway through.
Yeah.
And she just choked out everybody.
she dismantled her opponents in quick fashion
Yeah.
and
I
left lots of time
yeah.
to stand in the ring and taunt people.
And and that's when the crowd started leaving.
Yeah, I know the crowd was upset.
The crowd started leaving. Like that's the thing. Is like I understand heel heat. That wasn't heel heat. That was people just fuck you, I'm leaving.
That would you see here's I well you go ahead and you finish,
Yeah.
but I want to give my little
Yeah, yeah.
points on other stuff too.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I actually dug most of the match. The thing is, I don't think they properly told the story of gave people any indication of this woman's dominance like this. There should have been like one display before they did this because
Mm-hmm.
I see what they did. They didn't the she's not gonna be handled as a regular wrestler.
Yeah.
We know her from NXT, but she's getting different treatment, and I noticed that.
Yeah.
And she's being played as the new Ronda Rousey. Now that's the impression I get, and I see it.
Yeah.
She literally just they're making one person be a destroyer.
Yeah.
Because they keep focusing on the cage fighting, the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when unfortunately the fans for that match can't get the agenda they're pushing on the commentary, and that was 100% the agenda they kept pushing.
Yeah.
So I agree with people who didn't like it, but I agree with it for a different reason because they didn't earn it. I feel
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, you have to earn that.
So my biggest thing with that, like the whole earning and things like that, again, this is like maybe her second match in Raw, so she hasn't really earned it either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but my reason for not liking it is because they didn't earn it.
Yeah.
They didn't take no time to establish her
Yeah.
as what they wanted to. They just kept telling you on commentary.
Yeah.
And the biting thing doesn't prove how dominant you are. It proves that you're a savage.
Yeah.
That's so again, the reason people won't buy into you doing this is because this is, as we perceive it sitting here, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me she's that strong by showing her be that strong in the ring.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna work like that. It's like if you flip the script and made it Brock Lesnar in an Elimination Chamber, they've told the story.
Yeah.
That one man has been so dominant that you can get away with it.
Yeah.
They didn't do that for her.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I 100% agree with that. And I think that showed in the crowd.
I get that. Like if you're gonna sit there and they're gonna sit. Remember, okay, when we said during the men's Elimination Chamber tag match, the insulting intelligence.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. We understand that any one of those women in that match in a wrestling setting should be able to fight for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For more than just get choked out.
Yeah.
Being fresh from the pods, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Especially Asuka.
And that was like that was a scrap at best. It wasn't even a full fight. But to that end, I will say I've never heard Asuka scream that loud because on camera they point out that the wrist thing. So again, they were selling you things.
Yeah.
They didn't sell to they obviously did not sell to the fans in the arenas.
Yeah.
So people at home who watched the previous Monday and the previous Monday for that, you did not do a good enough job of selling them what you were going to pay off at the pay-per-view. It just happened. You see it. People don't get pissed off. Like that's like the Fiend. That's like Seth Rollins and the Fiend. It's like, how do you tell a story, but then you just go, we're gonna stop the match in an Elimination Chamber in a Hell in a Cell? What? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's constantly where they don't tell the story and ended up in a way where it's like, I could believe this.
Yeah.
Nobody could believe that shit. I could definitely see it.
So again, and then also my little gripe was, again, you built storylines within this match that didn't even get to see the light of day.
Yep.
You was building this whole Liv Morgan Ruby Riott thing, and they didn't even make it to the certain time with each other.
They never. Yeah, the only two of them got the scrap, and it wasn't even the ones that they went crazy on the show.
And then we had a good 10 minutes of nothing.
Yes, because she got to taunt.
And but the thing is, what I think they expected it to big boos and like the heel heat and things like that, but she didn't get that. She got people walking out, and that's not good when people start walking out on you.
But I will say that walking out thing, that's and also the feeling I get from that is that's the people who are ready to say fuck you to WWE for anything.
Yeah, like, but you had. I honestly think it was more the fact that it was like, all right, we know exactly where it's gonna go. I'm gonna walk out. So the
Yeah,
biggest thing you could do to someone that if you're not happy with what it is, do not respond.
you right.
They
Um,
want to cheer or they want to boo. They don't want to. They do not want a no response,
they don't
and
want
that's what
some.
she was getting.
Yeah, confused silence
Yeah,
is what it was.
yeah,
I saw. Because you
yeah,
know what it was. People don't want to boo Shayna because they know it's
yeah,
not. See, this is the part of being a person watching something that you know is a production. You don't want to boo the person in the ring
yeah,
because you know the decision that they're making that you don't agree with is not their fault.
yeah.
So it's like I heard people starting to boo,
Hmm.
but then I also heard people just clap, like you scattered claps and
Yeah,
then silence, and I'm like, yeah, y'all fucked up.
yeah. So, again, a way you could have easily done this is just had Shayna Baszler come in last and actually have her like work the people a little bit too, because you had a whole 10 minutes of silence and not nothing.
Yeah,
That that could have easily been a piece of a match. That could have been like Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott going at it, and that could have been Sarah Logan, Ruby Riott, and Liv Morgan going at it because it looked like they're gonna all rival with each other. And you had like one big spot, which was Sarah Logan flying off. You could have had Natty work a couple people. You could have had all of them actually work. And then you had Shayna Baszler come in. She could dominate through them. Still have a reaction in the match because the girls actually had time in the match. And go forward.
yeah. I
The girls
definitely
didn't get no time in the match.
something to pay off what you did
Yeah.
tell. Yeah,
Yeah. And that was my biggest disappointment of that match was that. It was like you're making your women's division don't matter. They don't fucking matter, and that's what bothered me the most. Is like you established storylines that you didn't even touch because you were so focused on this person,
yeah.
and that's what bothered me, and that's what distasted me in this match, and that's why I'm gonna give it a low review.
yeah. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, it's none against Shayna Baszler. I grew to like her. I didn't like her at first, but I grew to like her. I know what she could do. Imagine like actually an NXT style match with
That's what I was,
Asuka versus Shayna Baszler.
dude.
That's
That's
gonna
what
be
I was
amazing.
expecting. I
Yeah,
was so expecting NXT style. Like a lot of those girls, they have that, that they know how to do
yeah.
a multi-person match and make it exciting. Like, why didn't they let that happen at all?
Like you have the likes of Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott could fucking go.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Ruby Riott is probably one of the better wrestlers in there besides Natty
And Oscar,
and
yeah.
Asuka. So and then Asuka is supposed to be this dominant force, and y'all just make her look like a joke all the
But they,
time.
but see, that's the thing. This time, this is the thing they didn't translate over well was the injury
Yeah,
because they on the pay-per-view watch, you can hear them
yeah.
constantly talk about. And they mentioned it last. She was twisting her arm, and
Hmm.
Oscar was screaming her
Yeah.
ass off. Like, all right,
So at least they give that, and that's something I might have a different perspective of the match when I watch it on TV. But watching it there, that's what I saw. And
and
then,
that's the unfortunate part. They didn't tell a story that
mhm,
you didn't need words for.
yeah,
That's the cool thing about wrestling. You don't always need the words.
no,
So yeah, they failed. They definitely failed on that.
yeah, they failed. I give this match a 1.5.
I give it a 3. I would give it so much more, but it's all that dead time, all that wasted opportunity. I just didn't like that at all.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. Like you just pretty much killed 10 minutes of nothing.
But I will say again, from what I got to hear and what the story they were trying to slam into your head,
Hmm.
it did make sense.
Yeah,
It's just that they were not able to convey that to the crowd in any way in the two weeks that they had to tell a story with Shayna Baszler.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They didn't do it. So it's unfortunate.
yep.
But I do think that anyone who says this entire show was garbage, they need to shut the fuck up. These matches, most of these matches, except that one, were like for me a 4 or just about 3.54.
Yeah,
Nothing on the show was like, what is this shit? Nothing on that show made me that mad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
get out of here. Again, that's the only unfortunate part of having one big thing be something you can call out is that, like you said, in today's era, That's one of the things. Remember how they're searching for a new term for today's era? It has to be something that's like the shit on the company era or something.
Yeah.
Because just any little thing, they'll find a way. So it's unfortunate.
Let's say Dorado, I'm alive, down a life, but alive.
He jumped into the see, you didn't get to see that 100%.
Yeah.
On camera, it like he broke his foot.
No, he did. You know what? It's funny. He did not. Because I remember seeing what I saw. I think he landed on the Usos.
Okay.
And once the Usos, he landed on them, one of the Usos put his legs down.
Got you. Okay. Because when he went through, his foot went through and he fell. I'm like, yo, he's going to snap his foot. And he like bent himself back up. And then one of the Usos, like, how do you help the guy you're trying to beat up? But you see him like,
so what they did was when he was coming down on them, I think it was probably I can't tell who was who because sometimes they just look alike too much. But when they're together, I don't know who's who. So it like especially because when they went down, because I actually saw it, and then when he went down, I saw the Usos kind of like flipped his legs into them.
Okay, cool.
So they went down with him, but he took most of the bump in the back.
Okay.
So they saw that shit coming.
Yeah.
But they needed it, and they made sure they tucked him in. And good brothers. Good brothers.
Yep.
That's the good brother. But yeah. We're glad to hear you're alive, Lindsay Dorado. Can you do an Evolve show, please, so I can get my toy signed?
Oh, sure.
Please. I appreciate it. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, overall the pay-per-view was fun. I was actually happy to be there live. I had a good company. A lot of the bros came and we just had a good time. Also, the West Fargo Arena, it's a nice arena. I like it. Not that far. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a different atmosphere, a little cheaper in prices compared to Manhattan. So it's nice to see. And then we had some great steak sandwiches.
Awesome.
Don't get the chicken from there though. Just got steak.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the show. I really liked it for the most part. I could always go for the Gulak Daniel Bryan matches more than anything because I like that kind of wrestling. I like technician wrestling.
I agree.
And overall pay-per-view, I give it a 4.
I give it a 4.
I liked the most of it. I think the tag honestly, I would have put the tag teams last.
They had the most build up. I feel like a lot of the stuff didn't have time, and people were like, "Oh, because of the other pay-per-view." But that was they were going for a good long time.
I think you would have had a better reaction. You would have actually had the reaction you wanted in the end when Miz and Morrison took the match. You have a bunch of former world champions in that match. Like,
well, it's just exciting.
Yeah, like I think that, and then the big spots you had, like there was enough in there that could have been easily main event. You got to give your tag teams the time to main event because I think that's the things that they've been fighting for. That's the reason why Revival's not cooperating half the time because they want the tag team division to look stronger. And you guys have the talent. And then it's not that they don't have the talent. They have probably some of the best tag teams in the world in that fucking division. Mm-hmm. But you don't work them the way they should. Like, fucking Kofi Kingston is a world champion. Kofi Kingston, at this point in time, he was the most cheered WWE superstar last year.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And you just have him, like, he's just there now. And again, New Day is probably your most profitable tag team, period.
This is true.
In the whole time, all WWE tag teams, New Day is probably the most profitable tag team in the world.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like, they're more, they sell more merch. They have the most merchandise sales than any tag team ever in WWE.
Oh, really? Okay.
And no one could touch them in that sense. They're your most profitable. They're your John Cena's of the tag team division.
I see it.
They have a new shirt. It sells out.
But like they get shine. It's just the other people don't get shine.
No, but in general, like if that's your case of like always wanting the big star and that person that draws and things like that, New Day draws. Mm-hmm. And they could draw with any of those tag teams. They know how to work with all those tag teams. A lot of those guys were in FCW and NXT with them. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really
But
think about it, too.
the problem with the tag division, I feel, is that they don't put the people in a proper circulation, and you
Yeah,
get the same matches every week.
yeah, I agree with that. I 100%
That's the
agree with
problem.
that.
I feel like nobody can shine because you see the Viking Raiders fighting the OC three
Yeah,
weeks in a row.
and
You see,
that's just booking. I think that's more on booking in that sense too. Like, stop booking the same matches. You have a lot of tag teams.
there's a lot of repeat, and it's just like it's bad all the way around,
It's like I want to see Street Profits versus Major Brothers.
Yeah, why not?
I want to
They're in the
see,
division.
yeah, but they're focused on AOP and they focus on Buddy and Seth, which I understand. But you also have other tag teams in the division, like New Day versus Heavy Machinery. We got to see a little bit of it, but we never got to see it fully.
Mhm.
And honestly, to this day, I will say the tag team division should be a cross-brand thing, just like the women's.
Well, they would have to get rid of the belts, I think.
Keep one blue, one red.
Oh, make one tag belt blue and one. Okay,
One
that's
blue,
cool.
one red, and you have the same tag belts.
That's cool. But
I would
they
keep
still
one.
have
Yeah,
problems with that cross brand.
yeah, because they came in. But then again, I think that's the reason why Asuka lost as well. At least, you know what? I give credit for Alexa Bliss. She called it out.
Yeah,
She's waiting for a tag championship.
they sitting there waiting. They got their shirts to sell, man.
Yeah.
Coffee time.
And now there's a lot of rumors of the SmackDown Women's Championship is going to be a 6-pack challenge at WrestleMania.
Oh, 6-pack challenge.
So that's
what
like a 6
women are gonna fill that match based on WWE television though?
Sasha,
Sasha. Oh,
Sasha Bailey, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Carmella,
and then
maybe
you
Dana
have,
Brooke.
how she keeps losing.
I don't know. They were like, you know what? We need an extra one. I said Alexa Bliss, but then I can see it going for the tag titles.
I see it. Yeah, you make a good point.
Yeah.
But
I honestly would put Alexa Bliss in Heartbeat because they need someone that could talk as a champion.
I agree. But then again, I don't know. This past SmackDown, Bailey and Sasha was looking pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
No,
she was like, "Oh, I don't have to wrestle," and stuff like that. But I could see, honestly, what they want to do. It looks like they want to put Sasha versus Bailey at WrestleMania. Sasha's kind of keep lingering at that title while she's talking to Bailey and things like that. I noticed those little like subtleties. So I was like, I could see that happening. Best friend versus best friend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't just repeat the same thing.
Yeah.
Where she stabs her in the back again. You know what I'm saying?
See, but the thing is, how it works is heel versus heel. So it would be more of best friend versus best friend. She happened to get the title shot, and then you can see where it goes from there.
But if she's staring at the belt, that indicates to me she's scheming.
Well, Sasha's always scheming.
That's too typical. I'm getting on them for doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I want them to do something new. So come up with a different way.
Yeah.
I like the friends against friends thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if she NWO'd it and she just laid down.
Yeah. The finger.
She just pulled the finger doing. All right.
Yeah. You know, and also, women don't have like a stable.
Not anymore.
They should actually have a good stable.
You killed both of them. They had remember Team Bad back in the day.
Yeah, and they also had like the Riot Squad.
And then the Riot Squad, DOA. R.I.P. So
yeah, it's a big thing that you could do with the women's division. I feel like the women's division is probably one of the stronger divisions compared to other ones because at least they're getting the time to build. But there's times that, with me saying that, it also goes backtrack and they only build the certain people and they don't build the whole roster.
And I think the problem with building the women and the men that we when we talk about the people who get left out, it build them in the wrong way to not fit their strengths and stuff.
Yeah,
I think certain people, they can't always have immediately like a promo segment because maybe they're not the best person on a promo.
Yeah,
and their strength lies somewhere else and something else that they do. And so you eventually you will have to, right?
Yeah.
But don't put that up front first. Show the strength of the character or whatever it is they do first. Like if some parties are really good in-ring technician or what have you, set them up to show off their skills in a match. But when these matches end up I'm gonna be honest, specifically on SmackDown, the women's matches is mad short.
Yeah.
Like they just wrap up mad quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not even like a to do anymore.
And then they usually, if they get time, is usually like ruined by commercial breaks and shit too.
And also, it's been tag matches have been the focus, and not many. Who had a singles match?
It's funny is that a lot of the tag matches are been a focus, but it's none for the tag titles.
For no. Yeah.
They just had random tag matches, none for the tag titles.
Yes, they need to do more with that division.
I think Alexa sounding it out like you guys haven't been on SmackDown in a while.
This is true.
Thank you, Alexa, for being always you.
This is true.
I feel like they're missing out with Alexa as well. Like everyone, like, oh, she had too many titles. I was like, no, but you see how she carries the title. She makes it mean something, and she gets enough time because she's good she's a good talker.
But the other thing about her having a title is that she can work with other people. So
and help establish people.
If you give her the title, what you have there is a person that you don't have to worry about, and then you can put her with somebody else that's newer
and don't have the mic skills that can match her, but she can help them with that. It's like the Miz when he boosts people.
Yes. Yeah.
He could do all the talking. All you gotta do is beat his ass.
And just that makes them better. But I'm saying, like, when you put a person like that with somebody who doesn't have with somebody like Alexa, that's gonna light the fire in the person to get better.
Yeah,
is what they. Right. That's all. That's all you hear is they want to like get better and reach the next level and whatever they do. So if they're not that good and you put them with somebody as good as Alexa, that'll just give them a little bump in confidence. All right, I'm working with her. Okay.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like Daniel Bryan and what he's doing.
Yeah.
He constantly does it. And there's people who are like, oh, he's not on a championship level. But you notice he's stopped being a champion and will boost up guys he knows deserves it.
Yeah. And like, Daniel Bryan is always a championship level. The moment he steps in the ring, he's a champion. Without the belt.
That's in the story. So.
Yeah. Without the belt, he's a champion. Like, he wrestles like a champion. And I agree with that. Like, the last 3 weeks, he fought Nexus people. He fought Heath Slater. He fought Curtis Axel. When was the last time you see Curtis Axel on TV?
And it was a good match.
And it was a good match because he knows that he could go with those guys. And then again, Daniel Bryan worked with all these guys since NXT and FCW. Give
him a chance. That's
give Heath Slater a chance. Yo, Heath Slater is probably one of the most entertaining motherfuckers in WWE, and you guys don't have him on TV.
Oh, baby.
He has a game show, though. Watch Game Night, WWE Game Night.
On the network?
On the YouTube channel.
Really? Okay.
Yes. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. He's been doing it for quite some time.
Really? I didn't know that. See,
yeah. It's fun.
I don't see his stuff. I follow him, too. I don't see his stuff pop up. Come on, man.
Yeah. YouTube, WWE, well, it was WWE on YouTube, and then they have a section called Game Night, and he hosts his Game Night.
Okay. Cool.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
All right. I guess we're going to keep this short, and then we're going to go get Spread We're live next. So we'll wrap this up. This is our Elimination Chamber review. Thank you for listening. Follow our social medias. I'm Mark with the Mic. You can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, or you can follow us, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, or Mark with the Mic. You can follow Red Cyclone Inc. Anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can hear the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast as well. Yep. And we got a WordPress. Yes. Red Cyclone Inc. So, and go ahead. I interrupt you. Definitely check out the Red Cyclone Inc. YouTube channel. They have a Final Fantasy VII playthrough. It's a pretty ass game. It looks good. Can't wait till it's out. So if you're skeptical about the game, check out the gameplay. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment. Yes, sir. If you did something wrong, let them know. It's interactive, man. You're supposed to hit triangle. There's no triangle on my controller. Check it off.
Sorry.
Stop being backstreet gamers. Anyway, but yeah, I actually started watching it earlier. I watched a little bit of it. I gotta watch the whole thing later because I didn't get to finish the whole thing. So I'll probably just watch your gameplay.
All right, cool.
You're supposed to get like a background for finishing it.
Oh, you do? Well, I didn't get it. I gotta go. See if I get down.
Yeah, I think you get a background and stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, follow all our social medias. Stay tuned for the Gets Better Story podcast. I think we're reviewing Suicide Squad. Did you get to watch it?
Ooh, not the whole thing.
It's okay. I know. I gotta know good enough, and I think we get the gist of Suicide Squad.
Okay.
We wing it.
Okay.
All right. Peace out, laters. And Sami Zayn, IC champ. I'm happy. I kind of want the new IC champ now because I want to get the Sami Zayn side plates.
Ole, ole.
It better be the dancing Sammy.
Haha. Oh yeah.
I want the dancing Sammy as a side plate.
Have one since he formed the group.
How long?
Does he have a new image?
No.
So yeah, I guess it.
Well,
would be,
he has that liberation like thing that he had the hoodie, but I also don't think that could be plated. I think the little Sami Zayn I want plated because I will definitely get that. I kind of want that. I kind of want that belt though. I kind of want the IC title.
Okay.
It would have been perfect this week to buy it, but I don't got the money because it's 50% off.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. And get well soon, Scott Steiner.
Get well soon, Scott Steiner. We talk shit about you all the time, but we do out of love.
We appreciate your wrestling skills.
Yes.
The big bad booty daddy should not leave us yet. You got to make it through this.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better. What I've read from his wife's, his fiance's Instagram and Tommy Dreamer.
Okay, cool.
But they were just very happy with how Impact treated him and made sure he was okay and everything. That's always good to hear. All right, peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
We got them sandwiches.
Unless he's fighting Braun Strowman, then you want to stay away.
No. You
Peace
don't want
out.
to end up on WrestleMania.
Peace out.